You are worthless, so donate your heart to your sister.
Huh?
Sandra is sick. She won't survive without a heart transplant.
Mom, are you crazy? What do you think will happen to me if I give her my heart?
You'll die.
You can't be serious.
I'm dead serious. I want Sandra to live.
I know you don't like me, but what you're asking is just impossible.
Why?
No doctor would perform a heart transplant from a living person.
Then just go hit your head hard enough to be brain dead near a hospital.
Excuse me?
If you become brain dead, we can use your heart.
Even if I tried, it's not something you can just do.
The longer your sister needs to wait, the worse her condition will become. Plus, her medical bills are gonna become too much.
I heard that the waiting list is long, and it could take a year or more.
Why are you acting like a stranger? Your sweet sister's in trouble.
She's not sweet.
How dare you say that?
After everything you guys have done to me, how could you think I'd want to help her? I want nothing to do with you guys, so just give up on getting my heart.
No need to hold a grudge just for pouring hot water on you.
That's not all. Those burns have prevented me from many things. I could never wear a swimsuit, and it has kept me from going out with men. I had to devote my life to work.
What's so bad about that? You're lucky to be alive.
I've thought many times that I would rather die than be unwanted. But as I grew up and started working, I discovered the joys of living. Don't get in my way anymore.
Do you really think you can live happily after abandoning your sister?
The 18 years I spent with you guys was hell. I can't die until I've lived enough to make up for it.
You're an ice-cold person. I guess I didn't raise you right.
I don't remember you raising me at all.
I gave you food and a home.
You mean the barn and the leftovers. Thanks for that.
You're so annoying.
If you transplant the heart of an ice-cold person like me, I think you won't be able to see Sandra as your adorable girl anymore.
It's not like they're swapping out your brains, so it's not a problem.
Anyway, it's impossible.
I'm not giving up. Come to the hospital next week.
Okay.
If you don't show up, I'll dig out that heart of yours with force.
Yeah.
Sis, are you going to give me your heart?
You're gonna ask me the same thing as Mom? And you've never called me sis before.
I want to apologize for what I did to you until now. Mom forced me to do all those mean things. It was never my intention to make you suffer.
Huh?
I've always felt so bad about it. I never wanted to hurt my own sister in any way.
You said you look like an ugly cupcake. I'm laughing so hard that my stomach hurts, and poured whipped cream on me. You're saying that was against your will?
That's right. There's no way I could enjoy such an awful thing.
It looked like you were enjoying it from the bottom of your heart.
No, that's not true. Believe me.
Even at school, you lied to everyone saying, "My sister slaps me every day," and for some reason, everyone believed you.
I don't remember why I lied like that.
A boy I used to like called me the worst ugly bitch ever. Can you imagine how I felt at that time?
Mom forced me to lie.
So what? Apologizing won't make the past go away, nor erase my burnt scars.
Damn it.
Excuse me?
I tried to act like a good girl, but what's the point if you won't donate your heart to me?
I knew it. I knew you'd never reflect on your actions.
You know who deserves to live more.
That's not for you to decide.
You want me to do an Instagram survey?
You don't sound like you're sick.
My condition is good today. But you never know what may happen, so we're trying to get a transplant ASAP.
I already told Mom, but you can't expect a transplant from a living person.
I know. That's why I need you half dead.
You and Mom are saying the same thing.
Anyway, don't think you can get away easily after pissing me off. I've got tons of guys who love me for my good looks and my words. They'll do anything to get my love.
What are you planning to do?
My life is on the line. I'll do whatever it takes.
You could go to jail before you get a transplant.
Shut up! I've also got a couple of cops who are drooling over me.
So you're going out with several men at once?
I was. But when I told them about the transplant, they all left. No one was wealthy enough to support me.
So you're getting impatient, having no one to support you financially.
I'm busy looking for rich men who will support me, so I'll see you later.
I'm sorry to hear about your illness, but you shouldn't do anything that could ruin you in other ways.
You have no idea how it feels like to be close to death. You're worthless if you're not going to give me your heart.
I can't believe you would actually do something like this.
What are you talking about?
5 strangers suddenly attacked me, hitting me on the head. It was you and Sandra's doing, wasn't it?
Why are you still alive? You're tougher than I thought.
We know that you guys hired them. The police are already on the case.
Sandra's lying in a hospital bed, and I'm constantly taking care of her. How can we possibly do anything like that?
That's why you hired people to do your dirty work.
Then prove it. I know nothing about it.
You asked me earlier why I'm still alive.
I said that because I believed you were willing to sacrifice your life for Sandra.
The police will find out the truth sooner or later, so I'll leave it to them.
Are you trying to turn your sick sister into a criminal? Sandra won't survive if she goes to jail in this condition.
If that's the case, you guys should have focused on the medical treatment instead of doing evil deeds.
How many times do I have to tell you? Transplantation is the only way to save her life.
I'm sorry, but I don't care.
Are you even human?
I'd like to return those words to you.
We're family.
I've never felt that way about you nor Sandra. I hate you guys, and you'll never be my family.
That's terrible.
I don't care what you think. You can call me a villain for not helping my sister, but it won't change my decision.
Fine. I've decided to raise money through crowdfunding.
Okay.
With her pretty looks, I'm sure we can raise a fortune in no time. We should have done this a long time ago.
I wonder if it'll go that easily.
You should donate all your savings too.
No way.
Why can't you at least support us financially if not donating your heart?
I already told you how much I hate you guys and that I don't care a bit.
You're going to hell.
If I'm going to hell, you guards are going to a deeper hell.
Don't get smart with me.
I really don't care what happens to her. I can't even wish you guys good luck. Don't ever contact me again.
I'll spread the word on the internet that you're a heartless sister.
Do whatever you want.
Damn it. I thought you'd cry and beg for your life like you used to. You've grown so cocky.
I don't live in that little barn anymore.
Prepare yourself for what's to come. Once Sandra's surgery goes well, I'll show you what real suffering is.
I'm looking forward to it.
Pretty Sandra has returned all well and good.
Good for you.
After I was added on the waiting list, things just went by so smoothly. I guess luck was on my side.
What about the cost? I heard it cost about $1.4 million.
Why would I tell you, the heartless sister, about the money?
Are you still in the hospital?
Yes, I am. I'm gonna be discharged tomorrow.
I see. Well, while you're there, I suggest you enjoy the freedom while you still can.
What do you mean by that?
Didn't you know that Mom was arrested?
Why?
After the surgery, just as she left the hospital and came home, they caught her.
Oh no. Maybe...
You seem to have an idea why she'd be caught.
We had no choice.
Even if it was for your life, it's not right to threaten people to take their money.
How do you know about this?
Well, it's become big news on the internet. A devious mother and daughter who committed fraud for a transplant.
No kidding!
Their classmates and ex-boyfriends tracked me down. They told me they'd been ripped off by you and Mom. I told them it'd be difficult for them to get a refund because the money will be all spent on the transplant. So, they filed a damage report and explained everything to the police.
You should have said something to calm them down.
Why not tell them the truth? Even a 5-year-old knows that we shouldn't lie. Plus, we need to report to the police if there are criminals in the area.
I just had my life saved, and I was ready to restart my life. What do I do now? I can't go home in this situation.
You can't stay in the hospital forever, since the medical fee is going to get too expensive.
Damn!
How in the world did you collect such a large sum of money?
My hobby is to find people's weaknesses. I have more than 5 weakness notebooks, filled with weaknesses of everybody I've known. I contacted every single one of them and got them to donate.
The problem is that they don't think it's a donation.
I told them about the transplant, but no one would help me. So, I made up an investment story. They'll give you a lot of money once they think it'll be profitable.
So, they thought money was more important than your life.
I deserve to be left just for being alive. Why do I have to go through all this suffering?
Do you think the people whose money you took are not suffering? All their hard-earned money was taken away by a bitch like you. I feel more sorry for them than you.
My life was on the line.
Some people say that there is no difference in the value of life. But I assure you, you didn't deserve to live.
That's a terrible thing to say.
But it would have been too easy for you to die like that. At the same time, I thought this might be a chance given to me by God so that I can get my revenge.
I don't get what you're saying.
You think you guys raised over $1.4 million by just threatening people?
That's what Mom said.
It seems like Mom was working under your orders.
I couldn't get out of bed, so I had no choice.
The money you guys raised through crowdfunding was only $100K at most.
What? That's nowhere near enough.
I paid for the rest.
Nonsense.
I own more than 10 companies.
I never heard of this.
If I told you, you'd come asking me for money. That's why I didn't tell you.
Then, Mom didn't need to do anything to get caught.
Yeah, I guess so.
So you intentionally kept it from us until the last minute?
That's right. Mom texted me every day, saying how much more she needed. I was aware of your financial situation.
So, you just couldn't abandon me after all and paid the money. You care about me.
Don't get me wrong. I did it so that I could send you guys to hell for the rest of your lives.
What?
I didn't donate anything. I just lent it to you, and with interest up to the limit.
I can't believe you.
Your kind sister will wait for you until you get out of jail. You'll be paying me back the money for the rest of your life.
No way. I didn't go through the surgery to live in hell.
But you have to pay back what you borrowed.
If you're earning that much money, don't make a big fuss about it.
After you pay the money for the treatment, I hear you'll have no savings. You won't have Mom by your side to collect any more money. You have no one to even take care of you after discharge. So, are you going to be okay?
Oh no!
If you agree to my conditions, I'll let you recover a bit under my care before going to jail. If you don't agree, I'll talk to the police and have them catch you ASAP.
I need your care, but I don't know about the money Mom borrowed from you. I'm not the one who borrowed it.
The IOU is in both of your names, and I have your signature. Didn't Mom make you sign some papers?
I thought those were all hospital-related papers.
You signed those papers to agree on several conditions. Every month, you have to repay me $3,000, plus work as my housekeeper. You also have to speak to me in a polite manner.
You're kidding, right?
Mom accepted those terms. She wanted to save you so badly.
I'll never do your biddings. There are so many things I want to do once I recover. I'm gonna show you what happens when you make me angry.
I found your weakness notebooks. I handed them all over to the police, so you can't use that against anyone.
It's over. That was my only chance to earn money.
Poor kid, who had no talent but to blackmail people. I'm going to take good care of you from now on. Don't worry.
I'm scared. What do you plan to do with me?
First, you must pay for your sins. You didn't have good parents. I'm going to discipline you from zero.
No.
I'm looking forward to living with you. After spending 5 years in prison, my mother and sister came to my house. I converted the barn for them to live in, since I couldn't trust them to have them in my house while I was asleep. When I was small, they made me stay at the barn without electricity, so I consider myself very kind to at least let them live in a place with lighting. They do all the house chores under my watch. While I'm at work, I have a professional housekeeper to keep an eye on them to make sure they don't skip jobs and also prevent them from stealing anything. My sister has acquired so much house chore skills, but she will not get married anytime soon. Unfortunately, she may never get married. She has no money to maintain her beauty and also has no time to go on dates. They work part-time and do the chores anytime they have free time. Until they repay me all the money by themselves, they shall never be free from me. Do you think I'm a demon to treat them like this? Sometimes I think I may be cruel, but they're the ones who turn me into a demon. So,
I just let go of that thought. After repaying me, they don't have much money left, so they are begging me to give them my leftovers. It reminds me of how they made me eat their leftovers and beat me up later if I dropped even one breadcrumb. They should consider themselves lucky that I wasn't a violent person.